All right, we're gonna jump right in. So roughly 27 years ago at the 99 restaurant, but actually before we get into that, if you could give Bobby what was the situation on the street, who were kind of the factions, and what were they fighting for?
Well, the war broke out in the 90s.
Okay.
There's public knowledge.
Yeah.
I was with, at that time, the Salemi faction,
Okay.
and there were three other factions we were fighting against. Uh, we had to hold our ground there. My father was also with the Salemi faction. That's how I ended up joining up, but not through him. I had a close friend, Mark Rossetti,
Okay.
who proposed me in the family. And, we went through wartime up there. A lot of people got killed. The other factions, they weren't May guys. They were under May guys that were in prison. They were working for them, and they wanted to stay with that old faction. They didn't like the Salemi faction, and they weren't going along with us. So this is what the war broke out over.
So you said three other, so essentially total four factions?
Yeah, at that time, yeah.
Okay. Now, essentially, is it fair to say, is it all under the Patriarca flag?
Yes, but there was the old faction and the new faction. We were the new faction.
Okay. And what were you guys fighting over? Oh, go ahead, Josie.
Can I just ask a quick question?
Yeah.
I've watched your show a little bit, Miss Luisi, and I thought it was really funny. But I didn't know the background. But I just want to ask, because there's some confusion. People are saying that you ratted. What I read was that you agreed to inform and then you changed your mind. So you didn't actually inform. Is that right? Or
100% right.
okay.
I'll tell you a little of the story.
Yep.
I got picked up with Joey Molino. 4 of my guys in Boston. 7 people got picked up in Philadelphia over a drug deal. We had a rat in the family, Ron Previty, and he actually had me sitting with an FBI agent.
Right.
So June 28th, 99, we all got pinched the same day. And I went in, and, my lawyers, everything, they were trying to get me 10 to 12 years. They were ranging in between that. We were trying to get to 10. In the meantime, a very close friend of mine, he was a May guy in the Patriarca family, came to me and said, Bobby, there's murder indictments coming down. I just found out from my lawyer, so you better call your lawyer. So I called my lawyer, and he brought down Marty Bedrol with him. And Marty Bedrol was an AUSA in the Boston office, just retired from the feds, and went into private practice for my attorney, Jack McClone. So he came down, he said, Bobby, listen, we could try to get you this 10 years right now, but you're not getting out. He said, all your friends are lining up against you. And, you're looking to do life right now. They got you cold. They're laughing about it in the federal building. They feel they got you solid, And he knew a little about the case, but he won't say too much. I guess that's their integrity there. I don't know. But he said, Bobby, I would go talk with them. I says, well, absolutely not. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to become a rat. But I'm back in my cell for like 2 weeks, thinking this over. What am I going to do? My stomach's turning. And, all my friends are murderers. I said, these guys are going to go home. They're making a pincushion out of me. And I'm the one that's going to do life. And they're going to testify again.
Exactly.